Yo, this your boy Kid Ink right here in the build with my fam over at Hot New Hip Hop. You know what it is. Full speed. This whole album process was just about, me making the label even more excited about the album than probably I was in the middle of the process. Just, the music spoke more than anything. Some people don't make those labels happy or confident enough to feel like they need a release date, or they don't have a single that's out or that's surfacing enough to where it's like a momentum thing to where, a lot of my stuff is all momentum based. And it's like when I have a record out, and then have another one and everything's surfacing, instead of waiting for it to die down, the system we've been going with is just keep that momentum going, man, and keep hitting them back to back to back. And I think, the label understands that and sees how we work that way and how it benefits me, instead of putting out a record and waiting, 6-8 months, because then at that point for me too, they know that I'm gonna get over it and I'm gonna be on a whole new group of records. But I think with this album, I might have probably wanted it to be a little bit later, maybe than it was, but then it still made more sense just looking at other people's dates and other stuff coming out and the seasons and what time I wanted records out. I'm feeling good, man. I think for me, like I always tell people, when the project's out is when I'm the freest and like my mind is free. I'm not thinking about it. And usually I don't even listen to the records like that whole day. I'm not even listening to the album. I'm kind of like just looking around on the internet and seeing how people are, reacting to things. But still, this first day I kind of stay out the loop and just let the text and the other people tell me how everything's going. And then I get, more into the research in the next couple of days and become interested. I was in Europe on the road and everybody kept telling me, mainly Brick Baby kept telling me about this new chick that was out. She got this crazy record, this video is nuts, she talking grimy and slick, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait, I'll figure it out. I'm overseas right now, I ain't listening to nothing from the US. And then, I actually caught wind of the video in the green room one day and it was like, yo, this is dope. It's dope and different. Like I'm vibing with it. And then, the name just kept growing. And I remember heading back to the States and it was still popping and still growing. And then, we ran into each other at a show and she came through to the dressing room to show the, crew love, told everybody, she was rocking with us. And, we expressed just the whole story about how, we got involved with just listening to her. And then from there, I came across a record that I couldn't think of who, like it had a female demo hook on there, and I was just like, man, the lyrics on this, like who can say these lyrics and it makes sense? Like she was talking real grimy and there was no R&B singers or nobody I could think about, and I was just like, DeJ Loaf, she's here. It's either gonna be DeJ Loaf and Nicki Minaj. Like there's the only person that could be able to say these words and it be believable. So when I sent her the record, it was more so like, I'm gonna send you this song and let you be you, more so than trying to force getting in the studio and then you try to be me, because that's what happens. A lot of people get in the studio and they're like, all right, I gotta get on Kid Ink's vibe. And I'm like, nah, I picked this song out for you to be on your vibe because I heard it there. So, she sent it back, not even exactly how the demo was. She did her own thing. And, ever since the record came out, just crazy response. Like, I think it's like the same response that I was getting, just when Show Me came out and this random people telling me, walking up to me and telling me like, yo, that one though is it, without me having to promote it or anything like that. They're like, this Be Real record is gonna be the one. I know you got this and this, but this one is gonna surpass in a minute. And I was like, that's dope. Yeah. Weezy reaching out for the Like a Hot Boy song was my first time he's ever really showed any acknowledgement to hearing a record. And I, me not knowing who played him, it's not like anyone came and took credit. Like I played Weezy this the other day, or I asked him to play him this, more so than he just heard the record and, reached out. And, the inspiration for sure was being a Hot Boys fan. Like, just when writing a record and just little references and things like that, it wasn't hard. I didn't have to go research. I didn't have to go on Google and see what this was called. Like, I used to bang all those CDs growing up from, the Chopper Cities all the way to The Block Is Hot. And, man, Get Your Roll On used to be my theme song for the longest. Even when they was doing the Still Fly and all that, it was still a moment, where I was rocking with all those guys, Juvie, Ha. I bought the G Code album. Like, I got word that it was like, man, if I would have had this record before we wrapped up this tape, which already has a due date, I would have spit a freestyle and threw it on the tape. And I'm like, all right, well, it's still open for a remix, so, don't don't call it out there. The record's still bubbling, man. It's still growing. So we'll see. I hate the Seahawks because the Seahawks beat the Niners, and now and then it was trash talk. It wasn't even that we just lost. It was a lot of trash talk, and then they beat the Skin last year. It was just too much going on to where, you know, I personally had to hate. Now, I respect Marshawn Lynch and Sherman because they from, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast. Got to always represent. But at the end of the day, I knew that the Patriots was going to win. I was rooting for them to win. And I didn't know they was going to win at the last second, though. I'm not going to front you because after that catch, I was just like, yo. But then, of course, after that hike and that pass play, it was game over. And I actually had that Madden feeling like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that only happens in video games. Like, it was really a video game type of game. I feel like I've definitely grown into an amazing Madden player. I'm at a point now because, you know, people go, so what team you play with? It don't matter. That's where I'm at with Madden right now. It don't matter. It's all playbooks. And then, but I'm not going to say the same thing about 2K. I fell all the way off on 2K. I dedicate too much Madden. If you could try to see me in Street Fighter, you out of here. Only person I know playing Madden, though, that I could think of that gasses up is who? I think Bow Wow be gassing on Madden. I'd text him too and tell him to get that call out. Okay, I hit him up. I've been taking a lot of breaks off video games, man. I think I'm gonna take a video game week. And I still haven't played GTA 5, and it's been sitting in my house for months. And it's just like, because I know that when I get into that mode, I'm not putting the control down to the game is beat. 100%. And then, so, you know, I gotta have more time. So before I get on this tour, which starts in March, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do the video game break and then get in the studio, man. Like I said, I'm trying to do the thing where, you know, we get this team out, and just because I'm not, you know what I'm saying, working on a project, still got Brick Baby working on his project, still got Hardhead working on his project, still working on alumni projects. So it's gonna be a lot, you know what I'm saying, the studio time still. Everybody buying an album, I just want them to know, you know, I had a lot of fun with the project. Like I said, Full Speed was about finding that direction and that sound and really knowing where to go with it. And, you know, like I pay attention to the fans and what they're saying. I'm reading y'all comments. I'm reading when y'all saying, I like when you rap on this. Your voice sounded a little too high on that part. And I'm taking them things in consciously because, you know, it could have. I could have been in the studio and just didn't know. It could have been late. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to those things more and apply them to my music, man. And I hope everybody can recognize those, you know what I'm saying, things that they saw as flaws and see them as growth now. So I think from there, man, Full Speed, you know, it's me having fun. A lot of people say it's the old Kid Ink, you know, that are diehard fans. So hopefully the new fans be inspired to go check out that old Kid Ink too.
The other one just sold out. What if I want to buy one of these?
And it's no more?
It's no more. I just told him he sold out.
I could give you one.
What's your favorite Kid Ink song?
It's with Chris Brown, Hotel or something. Yeah.
Yeah, she know the new one.
And them bitches start filming and sitting with a man, thought he had still grinning and signing. So hot, mind on the comments.
I'll be listening to it tonight.
Oh, mission accomplished. I got enough. I think I got enough to pass around. You know what I'm saying? But it's enough too. I mean, it was like enough.
You know, we actually started a Funk Volume project, man. All of us, and we all was in LA working on it. That was the first time all of us, even from the producers, every producer, we all was in a room. Me, Hop, Swizz, Diz, Kato, DJ Hopper, a couple other producers. We was all in one room. We were trying to create, but it's not where we wanted it to be. And so, and plus all of us were still working on solo projects. So we decided, let's everybody put our shit out, and then we'll go back to the drawing board. Like I say, Hop dropping something, Dizzy dropping some crazy shit, Swizz got some dope shit in the works, so right now about to come out. So I'm dropping my shit. So we fell back and just kind of concentrate on our own shit. And then